Hey guys, this is Steven here from Vintage and Books. So welcome to my channel. Want to say hi to everybody. Introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me. So I started doing this back in 2014, where I'd go out and I'd buy like books from libraries and estate sales, or thrift stores, and sometimes recyclers. And I was doing this to learn Amazon and kind of tripped into the business a little bit. But definitely a huge book lover myself, so just to like be around books all day long was just an absolute dream. Um, but I discovered some like pretty quickly when I was started working in this business that so many of the books that I end up purchasing, if I don't buy them, they'll actually end up in a landfill. That's for two reasons. One is the binding for softcover books. There's a glue on there that gunks up paper recycling machines, and so paper recyclers will just pay a garbage company to pick up their books from them, and they'll end up in a landfill that way. And the second is hardbacks need special machinery to remove the hard backing before they can be recycled properly. So they'll end up in a landfill as well. I was like, oh my god, like that's horrible. And mainly the problem is that the libraries or anybody else holding these books, I mean, they take up a lot of space. So they really need somebody like me to come in to bulk buy and ideally give these things away. So about for let's say it's normally about only 10% of the books that I buy. It varies anywhere between 5% and 20. It really does. I can actually sell, but the other like 80 to 90%, I give them away, and I give away tons of books. I usually give them away to homeless shelters, which are my most common place, um, and then women's shelters. Occasionally, they'll end up in prisons and for prison libraries, and just want to learn. Well, I make some like private stuff too. Like if teachers, and if any of you are teachers, please reach out to me because I can probably just ship you boxes of books for the classroom. So there'll be more about that later. But so I got out there and it was really great. And I haven't had too much of a social media presence about it. Sort of shied away from social media during kind of modeling for a little while. But I just didn't really like it. I didn't like felt like a very inauthentic connection, and it wasn't for me. But I'm trying to get out there now because mainly like there's this problem that books really just keep ending up in landfills. And there's people, especially teachers right now during COVID, who unfortunately are being forced to buy their own supplies that could really use a lot of these books. So that's my goal here is to kind of, and that's kind of the reason why I'm getting out here is to just help keep these books out of landfills and get them into the hands of people who could use them. Because what better thing is in a book? Like we've all had experiences like this where you've read a book, you've read a story, or especially with something nonfiction related, where all of a sudden like you're now empowered with this. And I think maybe the simplest analogy for me is it's kind of like a recipe. Like imagine just picking up a cookbook and like you find that great recipe in there where it's like you're going to keep that for like the rest of your life and you're going to pass that down to your children and you're going to share it with people that you meet. And you think about it, it's just this simple thing, this one little idea, and now that you've like processed that idea and put it in your head, like you can just continue to spread so much more joy for it. um, so uh, basically that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm still a little shy in front of the camera, and I know I say my ums and ahs a lot. Trying to get better and work on that. But yeah, I want to connect with you guys. So hit me back in the comments, like, share, like all of that stuff, and or reach out to me directly via email. If you're on our email list, I respond to them. So hopefully you guys are having a good day, and I'm glad that you're here. And thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I know, like in this day and age, like oh my God, there's so much chaos going around there. There's like this and that, it's nuts. But hopefully this will be, just want to make this place someplace cool where, we're there. I'm going to be giving away lots of books, telling you guys about some cool stuff that I find in books, which all the time, actually find money in there more often than anything. People use it as bookmarks, but that's not that cool or interesting unless it's a $2 bill. Those are kind of fun. See those every once in a while. But yeah, little love letters, and they call a lot of cool ephemera. So like old plane tickets. So when I go through vintagey books, um, which I've got some down. I can't really show you. I'll show you in another video. I got a whole bunch of first edition Charles Dickens that I found in the library for like $2 at one time, and I'm keeping those. But anyway, guys, have a great one.